Man, I bet this game just jump scared you when you immediately saw it, and maybe the title did too. Nintendo Switch Sports. This is a game that I'm sure a lot of people have completely forgot about, and honestly, I can't really blame people. This game was unveiled in a February 2022 Nintendo Direct, and for me, it was really exciting to see this game. I mean, Wii Sports is just an iconic game, and honestly, I'm just so happy that I was just so happy at the time that they finally, released this game, but you probably can tell why I want to talk about it, because it's a very unique, it's just unique. I mean, all this, this kind of box is not very, it's not used much when it comes to Nintendo Switch games, so I mean, I just thought I would just talk about it and start up this new gaming memorabilia series or something like that. I don't really know the title yet, but anyway, let's talk about this game because it has a lot of weird and interesting stuff about it. So like I mentioned, this game was revealed in a Nintendo Direct. It was really hyped to see it. It was unexpected for me, at least. I don't know about a lot of people, but it was really nice to see it finally. And then it came out, and everybody hated it. It was critically panned. It was just not a lot of people found it to be very enjoyable. And can you really blame them? I mean, there's literally a lot of things about this game that could have been improved. So I just want to quickly go over that, and then I'm just going to go over a couple other things, like why this game might have not done so well, and yeah. So the first thing we need to know is that this Nintendo Switch Sports, this is branded as a Wii Sports successor, meaning that this should be you got the Miis and all that. Well, no, you got these guys, these characters, which I'll admit they don't look bad, but also it'd be nice to have the Miis. And the way you get the Miis is by putting the Mii, I think, if memory serves me right, it's like you use that Mii, the face of your Mii, and put it on the body of these, characters. I don't really get it, but that's just my personal preference. The game takes place in a place called Spoko Square, which is, I think, it reminds me a lot of Wii Sports Resort when it comes to the location, but yeah, I do think it's really neat. But anyway, that was not the only reason why people don't really care for this game. As you can see on the box art, these little sports are all the sports that were here day one. Only 6. Now, it only took about a little over 6 months later to add golf. Yeah, that was a big thing for Nintendo, huh? And now we have a whopping 7 sports. And I understand Wii Sports has only 5, and Wii Sports Resort has 12, so I don't really know why we're making that comparison, considering Wii Sports is a tech demo, Nintendo Switch Sports is not a tech demo, because this game was released 5 years after the Switch came out, and you can't tell me that that's a tech demo. So, why is this, have a little less content than Wii Sports? Not to mention, Wii Sports 5 sports were way more unique. They all had something different about them. With this game, you have tennis. I literally just pointed to the soccer thing as the tennis. I'm so smart. You had badminton, and you had, wait, this is tennis and this is badminton. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you had those games, which they're both fun. I'll admit, badminton is pretty fun from when I played it. But it's way too similar to tennis. It's just way too similar to tennis in order for it to be, unique. I don't know. If it was swappable, it'd make a little bit more sense, but yeah. Because, in Wii Sports, you had tennis, you had baseball, you had bowling, you had golf, and boxing. In this game, you don't. So, let's talk about the 6 sports. We might as well, because why not? So the 7 sports, I should say. So we have volleyball. That one was caught me by surprise. I thought that had serious potential. It didn't, because it only chose to work when it wanted to. I always found it to be very clunky. And then we have badminton. Like I said, I really found enjoyment in that game. Sorry, I forgot. I got distracted. The badminton, I definitely found enjoyment in that. It was a lot of fun. And then bowling, you really have to try to mess up Wii Sports Bowling, and I'm so happy it was back, but you really have to try to mess it up because it was super fun. Soccer didn't have leg strap, like full compatibility day one, which we will get to in a bit. And I've never been a big fan of soccer and Switch Sports, but yeah. And then we have Chambara. Is this Chambara? Yes, it is. Chambara, which is basically Wii Sports Resort Swordplay. Of all the games to bring back, I think that this one was a good choice. But I also would have loved basketball. I would think basketball would have been more fun, but I can kind of understand why they didn't, but yeah. And then you have tennis, which again is really fun. It's standard Wii Sports play, so I mean, obviously it's gonna be a good time. Now, for the content updates, I should also mention that bowling has a few other modes, and then you can play the games online, which I think is pretty neat. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think I've played Switch Sports a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent amount online when I first got the game. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the free updates. The two I'm going to make note of is the one where they added the ability to use the leg strap in soccer. If memory serves me right, correct me if I'm wrong. This compatibility was not here day one. You were only restricted to a single game mode in order to use the leg strap. It was really weird. It made no sense, and it came in like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 months after the game came out, which was super wacky to me. I don't know why they added it so late. It should have been there from the start. And then of course we have golf. It's not on this box art because this was made before golf was I guess being developed. Oh yeah, it got delayed. I think it was set for a fall 2022 release, but it didn't end up releasing until November 2022, which was later than they expected. I really don't get it. Why they couldn't have just, if they really genuinely were, if these were the only two updates that they were pushing back, why not just delay this game until 2023? I mean, I don't think a lot of people would have minded, because at the end of the day, this game is unfinished. It was unfinished at launch, and I don't even argue it's still unfinished, because I'm sure there was more content planned for this game, but we never got it. We never got the content because, you know, it lost interest. Like, people didn't care enough to get it because there wasn't that much content for it. But I've had enough of holding this box art, so I'm just gonna open this and see and show you all what is included with it. I actually have the game like in it just for this sake. You got the game, Nintendo Switch Sports, right? And then you have the good old leg strap, which if you had Ring Fit Adventure, you don't need it, but if you bought this game, you had the ability to get to have an extra one. And since I have Ring Fit Adventure and this game, I have 2 leg straps. Now, as for the game itself, now that we're done with updates and all that fun stuff, is this game good? And the answer is I don't know. I haven't played the game since it came out, since I got it. I got it like a month after the game came out, and I haven't played it since. I didn't play it for the leg strap update. I didn't play it for the golf update, and it's just simply because I'm not that interested in it. I just don't think it looks that appealing. I played the 6 sports, and I feel like that's all I really want to do. I know that might be just me, and I probably should give the golf a try, but I'm just not. I just want to, I don't know. I just don't think I'm really interested in doing that. Now, the price for this game is $50. I bet you could still find it in retailers. It's not like Nintendo discontinued it or anything. And I think $50 is a little steep. I feel like the combo with the leg strap should be $30. And then the eShop with just the game should just be $20. I feel like having, 7 games now is not necessarily worth $50, but this was around the time where Nintendo was just, doing these free updates, but releasing games unfinished, trope. But luckily, I think this game and then Mario Strikers Battle League was a big wake-up call to stop doing that practice, because Mario Strikers Battle League was more panned than this game, and this could have all been avoided if they just either delayed the game to include all the content and not release so many free updates after that are just content that should have been in the game day one. So yeah, Nintendo Switch Sports had a lot of potential, a lot of wasted potential. I really wish this game would have either it would have done better, but at the end of the day, it's like when you release updates for things that should be there day one and your previous games have more content, you know, your 2006 tech demo that's just meant to show off the capability of the Wii has more content than a $50 game for a console that has been out for 5 years is crazy. And the fact that the leg strap, you know, an accessory that was you know, in the bundle for the game, where if you bought the physical version, you had it. People who had that day one couldn't play with it. Like, they couldn't use it like for soccer, if memory serves me right. You could only use it in a dedicated mode. So it's just really strange to me, but yeah. That is about all I have to say. Like, you know, these gaming memorabilia will just be like me talking about the game. I do recommend, if you don't have the game, it's hard for me to say if I should recommend if you should go run out and buy it. It's, again, if you have Wii Sports, you're not missing a whole lot. Badminton is basically just tennis, but I did have a lot more fun with badminton. Volleyball and soccer, they're fine. They're nothing too special. But for me, both of those games just chose to work. And I did try out the leg strap mode when I first got the game. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was like, oh, that's cool. And then I put the leg strap away again and never touched it again. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this little gaming memorabilia. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day. Let me know what you thought of this type of video and if you want to see more like this. But yeah, have a good one, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.